Hello, my peeps. Tracey here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, neighborhood paper pusher, and very excited about the new kits that came in. So, for the second month in a row, my paper pumpkin was delivered on a Saturday, which I should have known when the dog lost his mind at one point. Like somebody was at the door to check, but it wasn't until my son went to walk him later that he said, "Hey, there's boxes on the porch." Um, that's, yeah, 2 months in a row, so it was very exciting. So I will admit, I did not wait. You can see this box is already open. Oh, because I was so excited about this kit. I just had to look at it. And then I thought, nope, I can wait till Tuesday to put it together. But I also got the other two monthly kits. Or like monthly kits. The other two kits that came out at the beginning of the month, the March kits. And I'm very excited to do those. And I had already planned something different for my Tuesday live. So I've decided I'm going to do 4 videos: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There'll be a video each. Well, one will be a live. The other 3 are going to be these videos. And then I have the weekend off. For the first time since June of 2019, I am going to stay somewhere other than my house. Yeah, it's majorly overdue vacation. So I'm just going to do these one at a time, so then they're also easier to watch. But I was so excited about this one that this we're doing this one first. And let me tell you, people, it does not disappoint. So this is the March paper pumpkin called Daisy Daydream. Why is that so hard to say? Look at this pretty box. Isn't it pretty? Oh, and remember, I can now zoom, so we'll be doing some of that too. So because March is an anniversary month, Paper Pumpkin started in 2013. So this is 12 years of Paper Pumpkin. March kits, they always put a little something extra in for the anniversary month. So this time, you get 2 stamp sets. So I've already dug around to find, and I knew because as demonstrators we get to see a little bit of a sneak preview. I knew that there was a couple things in there that were like gonna make this worth it. So oops, just let me move that out of the way for a sec. So we do have 2 stamp sets, but like I've said before, with the photopolymer, they're kind of hard to see. Here, let me move closer. So I found the little sheet. So this would be the one that comes with the kit, and this would be the bonus one. So I knew there was a 2-part bumblebee. So this is one little cutie little bee, but this one is a body and a set of wings. So you can stamp them separately and get 2 different colors instead of it all being one color. Although this one is like a background and one color is perfect. Then we've got the little hive thingy. And then we've got a much bigger background stamp over here. Absolutely love this for insides and envelopes. Oh, absolutely love it. But look at these little sentiments. First off, you know me, I love me a good happy birthday set, right? Happy birthday. Nice, straight, single line, good font. There's a thank you that matches it. Enjoy your special day. That works for just about anything. Sweetest birthday wishes. Thank you for always being there for me. And then there's a tiny little hello over here. So these are awesome stamp sets. Oh, look at these cards. Are they pretty or what? So I'm going to put them together. But I also want to show you, and I did do a couple little testy things here. Oh, I have so much news about this kit. Why do I have long skinny strips? I didn't actually look at it very. I looked at the stuff, but I didn't even look at the instructions. I have long skinny strips. Oh yes, one's a like a peekaboo window. So that must be what it is. So we have regular glue dots and dimensionals. But then we have these dimensionals that are long strips. So we'll get to those in a minute. Look at the fun we're going to have there. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I was going to show you the dies. So this is January, February, March. That quarter's dies. And the ones that go with the March kit are the little hive and the little bee. So what they cut out is a little hive outline, which I can show you. This one, because the first time I did it, I just cut them. The second time I did it, I put the little sticker backing on them, right? So this one is staying together slightly better. So all these little bits come out. These ones all pop out. I just wanted to leave them in there. So they don't stay together unless you put them together, but you could always fill them back in. But yeah, make these a sticker, and Bob's your uncle. I think you could put this on and then have like a couple of the random ones filled in, and then I'm going to make some alternates afterwards. But anyways, that's awesome. Oh, I did those in 2 different colors. Look at that. Where'd it go? There we go. The die cutout is the same layout as this one. I keep forgetting that I can zoom in. I just have to move my thing enough that I can Ooh, look at that. Instead of me trying to hold it up. Here, let's do it this way. Maybe it might work better. So it's the same layout. It's slightly bigger than the stamp set, so that the two aren't like interchangeable or anything. And then I gotta find places to put things. There we go. And then this is the bee that comes with it, right? It makes a little bee. So also, you can tell because the cardstock is black on the back. Only problem with this zoom is I gotta figure out where to put my hand. So I put the adhesive sheet on the back to make it sticky, as we want. Because then you can do this. If you want to make a little, and I guess I could have colored that other one in, but I figured these little thin stripes work. And you know how I did that? I took a scrap of paper. I'll peel my little sticker off here just a minute. Okay, I'm holding it so it's on camera and then I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So I put the adhesive backing on there. So all you have to do is this. Stick it to a piece of cardstock, right? I peeled off my little sticker. Sorry, I just realized I wasn't in screen there. Peeled off my little sticker. And then just kind of angle your, my scissors are angled slightly. How do I make it look? So this is straight up and down. So I'm angling them in slightly so that if I go too close, I'm cutting more of the, I'll keep doing it, sorry. I'm cutting more of the yellow than the black, right? Because I don't want to trim off the black. And then basically, I'm not going to do the whole thing because I got to hold it way out there. Basically, I just went around, where I can maybe get a bigger chunk where you can see. Move the paper, not the scissors. Just have to get around that corner. And then you can do like a little bit of touch up afterwards. But if you do where you're kind of leaning your scissors on the edge of the die, there we go. Right? And then you just end up with a backing. So adhesive sheets. Oh my goodness, I love adhesive sheets. And the finer the die, the more you need the adhesive sheets. Because I still have these on my desk. The other die that's in there for January cuts out this big heart. That's a little too close up. Cuts out this big heart, which comes in 2 parts, which is nice because then you can cut different colors and you can make like outline hearts. I had so much fun with that. And then the February dies that come in here cut out the chives and the flowers on the chives. Now, when this kit was first being announced, they announced that these dies were on low inventory. Only one other set of dies has sold out. It's an awesome one. I used it last week before I realized it had sold out. So if you want a set of these dies, I would suggest not waiting because they're awesome. The other thing is, a lot of people wait for the stuff to come out and then try to order it. Somebody asked a question about when will refills for this kit be out, because there's a big changeover last week and everything. So they asked the person who kind of runs the program, and she said on the 21st. Now, she didn't say there's not going to be any, or she didn't guarantee there would be any either, but just the way she answered made me think, ooh, there's going to be refills. So the refills are just the consumable part. So I have a feeling that the refills are going to be like gone in a, like boom, like that. So if they're out Friday. So I need to know by Thursday if you want a refill, because I will be like midnight Friday. I'm going away for the weekend, so midnight Friday I will be ordering. Plus the dies. If anybody had been waiting, oh, I don't know, do I need it, do I not? There'll be a run on dies, I would suspect as well. Plus, now that people are getting the kits and they're going to start posting pictures of them, people are going to be scrambling for the kits. So, as it turns out, I have one extra full kit, like sealed up, everything in it, full kit, because I was playing with my paper pumpkin and the numbers because of the change. I was trying different things because I like to be well informed, and forgot to change it back. So I actually have an extra paper pumpkin kit, which is $36.49, and if I need to ship it to you, it's whatever the cost of shipping is. But yeah, it's the full one. But the refills might be available on Thursday or on Friday. You need to tell me by Thursday. Okay, so I need to pull these out because I need to use them. I'm trying not to make too much of a mess of the whole thing. I'm going to just take the bits and pieces out and we're going to put the cards together. So, not only are these cards gorgeous, but so are the envelopes. Let me tell you. Here, let me just do it this way. Oops. So I'm going to mix and match as I go. I'm going to look at my, again, why read the instructions? We can just look at the pictures and guess. But look at these envelopes. Just a minute while I'm sorting. I'm going to go back to my full screen. Look at these envelopes. I mean, look how pretty these envelopes are. So, one envelope, or envelope, as I like to say. This is another one of the envelopes. That one seems to be the picture frame one, okay. And then, oh, these are very similar, but they are different. I was going to say, I thought all three of them were different, and they are. So I can get the other ones up from behind, and that's the third envelope. So nice. And I have notes. I love my little whiteboard. Underneath my head, you can't see it here, but underneath my head, I've written down all of those things. $36.49 if you want the full kit. First come, first serve. A refill kit, if they are available, they are $17.48. That's $15 plus shipping and tax in Alberta. You have to let me know by Thursday night. And the add-on dies are still available. They are $16.50 plus shipping and tax, which makes them $19.24. And I'm going to erase that now, though, so I can put my envelope there without getting dry erase marker on it. So yes, I can order whatever you need. Okay, let's go with the card bases first. So, look at these card bases. Are they not gorgeous? Oh, I love it. Okay, so this card base, I'm just trying to figure out, not that it's 100% matters, but to get it with the right envelope. So this card base, this is how I would advise doing your kit. Like, I'm not just doing this because this is how I would, because I'm making a video. This is how I do my, my kits when I do them myself. I take all the pieces out and I sort them into little piles. I like to make sure that my cards are folded nice and straight and flat, because these ones are usually, well, this one doesn't matter. I picked the one that doesn't matter. This one's just blue and blue. But the ones that are like the front is different than the back, I want to make sure that I get the best fold possible so there's no white showing through on the colors. But we'll just sort as we go here. There we go. And yeah, bone folder. Easiest way to do it. Okay, so the blue goes with the blue. And then there should be one more card base in here. Right there. Of course, again, I pick one that is the same on both sides. Yeah, I think this one is going to be a popular kit. I do not have any reservations, by the way, or registrations, I mean, for my March kit together. This is one of the kits that I will have there. But I need some registrations, or there won't be a kit together. This one I'm trying to figure out which way. Oh, that one can go sideways. I'm going to put that one sideways, I think. Does it look funny sideways? Who knows? Okay, so then I'm trying to figure out the cards as I go. So then this one, I love this little bouquet look. Oh, that one goes on that card. This one goes on the same card. We have a nice little vellum. The vellum is just such a pretty accent piece for things. That one goes on that card as well. Oh, this is my... Oh, I was wondering if I was thinking as I'm looking at the pictures now going, oh, we must have to stamp this. But nope. Good old Stampin' Up! Gives us the pieces we need. So we also have... Well, it's just got a bit of it on it, I guess. But an extra label you can use for alternatives. That one goes there. And then... Okay, so this one appears to be... And again, with the die cuts, you want to kind of put your finger as close to the part that's connected as you can as you're popping these little babies out, because then you're less likely to rip the die cuts. There's just those little connection points as you go. And usually if you just kind of poke down on them with your thumb as you go, they pop out pretty easily. They do such a good job on these kits. Holy cow. Okay, so those two go with that one. And then I got to assume these big flowers. One of these big flowers. Oh, this one's connected. Okay, so this is... Oh, this is all one piece. See, this is what I get for just looking at the pictures and not actually looking at the instructions. Is trying to... That's half the fun, though, I guess, is trying to guess which goes with which. This one goes in here. I was kind of wondering when I looked at this picture to begin with. These look very three-dimensional. And I was wondering, is that just really good, like, graphics? But I think... I think each one of these... Oh, they each have a big bee. Oh, look at that. There's 3 little bees, and each one of the cards gets one. I think there's actually all of these extra daisies go on top of that card, so they do have a very 3D look. Because, well, here. Seriously, they come with the best instructions. Why do I not look at them? Yes, they do. So the first page, when you open the instructions, I was right too. I'm a pretty good guess on so far. It tells you which pieces go with this one, which pieces go with this one, and this one has all 6 of these flowers. So, yep, all these little daisies that are going to pop out of here are all going to go over top of that. Oh my god, that's going to be a gorgeous card. Oh, that one's hanging out the back. Okay, so that's one sheet per so we got a couple more of those. There's so many pieces to these. These are amazing, amazing cards. And then we have these little, which you could cut more of. These ones are just kind of out of a gold, kind of a brushed gold. I just can't really see that, can you? Just that little back, or the little background hive design like the die cut makes. And there's two of them on the blue card, and two of them, this other card, holy cow, it's got some, each one of these things has like 5 or 6 die cuts on each. This one goes over here. So yeah, just popping these bad boys out. And then, put that back. And then we have labels. So, oh, I love the shape of this one. This one goes over there. Again, you do whatever you want with your kit. But I'm trying to make one that looks like what it's supposed to look like, just so you guys can see how it was intended to be. So I'm looking and thinking, what is different? These ones are so close together in style that I can't figure out what I'm doing. Okay, and there's 3 of each card, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of each label. So they did give us an extra label of each. Is there a different side to that? Nope. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at these cards. Let's start putting cards together. I'm actually going to look at the instructions as I go, because there's lots of little bits and pieces here. Whew. Okay, so those, I think we're just going to tuck those under with dimensional them on. You know that B's getting dimensionals. Oh, see, they say glue dots. I'm sorry. That B seems like he's got to be popped up. But let's just see, because what they've done is they have put dimensionals on the daisies. Oh, I think I forgot to mention, this comes with a Lost Lagoon ink spot. And I can see now as it's a good thing I looked at the instructions, because on the picture I didn't initially notice, but so we have those. So what they're showing on the picture is I'm going to put 2 on here and 2 on. Just a minute, I have to make sure I'm doing this the right direction. They have them going opposite ways. There we go. So putting them this way, and then there we go. So I got 2 on each of these, because these ones I'm going to stick these into the dimensionals so that they stay, because these are too small to fuss with attaching. So then when we flip these over, we'll be able to put, I put them on the wrong sides, didn't I? Well, that's okay. There we go. Now they're on the right sides. So these are going to go like this. But what I did notice by glancing over, perhaps fate is looking out for me today. I'm just going to put a little garbage bin over. Isn't this the cutest garbage bin? Well, this is my blue one for recycle. So paper goes in the recycle. And yes, I told you my favorite adhesive is tear and tape. And as you can see, all the plastic tear and tape backing goes in the red one, which is garbage. But they're in my way because I need to get to my blocks. Okay, so what the part I just about missed, because I was so excited to make this, I was rushing, is that what am I going to put? Enjoy your special day. I'm actually, because I can do what I want, I'm actually going to make this happy birthday. Or no, I might make it say sweet birthday wishes. I'm going to make them all into birthday cards because I need birthday cards. So I'm just gonna do what I want. Because again, it's crafting. There's no law that says I have to follow the directions exactly. We're also putting the label down before we pop the flowers on. So this way it helps me. I'll just do it all at once. I love my little glass mat. But I can't, well, I guess I could stamp off on it and then wipe it and stamp off on it and wipe it. So I need a little scratch pad. Just a minute, I will move these up a little bit so that I can move this up a bit. Get all my bits and pieces. So I haven't put a dimensional on him yet because according to the instructions it's a glue dot. But I want to pop him up. But he's sort of on the side of the flower, so we'll have to do that strategically afterwards. Okay, so what this is telling me though in the instructions is to put some background stamping. So because these are new photopolymer stamps, we're going to do the same thing we do every time. I'm just going to repeat myself like I do every time. Put a little ink on them, squish them around, get all the coating off so that you get a nice clean image. Why does it not match? Their picture. Oh, it is right. Sorry. I'm looking at the thinking, how come that doesn't line up? Anyways, I'm just going to copy what they do on the first one because honestly, I really don't know what I'm doing at this point. Having not seen the finished card, but I'm doing this so that I can, oops, I made a little blotch on that one, so that I can get them in the right spot so they stick out from behind the flowers because they obviously know what they're talking about. And then I'm going to move these out of the way so I don't get ink on them. And then I'm going to stamp my label. I can cover that up with bee or flower or something. I just know it. A little squish. That's the squish method of cleaning. And then we will put our sweetest birthday wishes. Cool, look at that. Okay. For now, I could stamp all of the stuff at once, but I haven't actually looked enough to see how many more things we're doing. So this says glue dots. Yeah, if I put, I'm just cheating and going with the fast way. If I was to put my put this label on dimensionals, I think it's going to run into the flowers. Move my little piece of paper out of the way. So it's showing us, ouch, to put this in the middle of the card and just to put it down flat. I haven't fully like, because if I'm wrong with the flower placement, I can always adjust if I need to. And then we are going to pop the backs off this. I should look at these ahead of time, but I kind of like to give you guys the idea of they're easy to do generally. And so when you first just open yours up and start going, and because you're a grown up, you could always I did put the extra thing on the wrong side. Just a minute, I'm just going to add some. You could always actually sit down and read the instructions before you start, but that's your choice. I just sort of ramble when I craft. When I'm crafting by myself, I still do talk, just maybe not as much, because I'm just talking to myself at the time. Okay, so we're going to just take this and we're going to stick, and again, I'm not pushing too hard on this yet. I want it to stay. Oops, I just want to turn it a bit. But I want to make sure I don't go off the card, because if I go off the card, I'm not going to be able to get the thing in the envelope. I'm actually going to go, I'm doing what they said, but now I'm changing my mind. I'm actually going to do this, and then I'm just going to hope I hit it with the dimensional. I think I will, because when I roughly lined it up, it was hitting with a dimensional. And here's how you find out. You go like this. Oh, see, that's not even budging, so yay me. And then the one on the bottom, yeah, I did that one backwards too. It's because I started with them upside down. And it probably would still work with one. I think it just works a little better with two, because you have more chance of hitting it. And then because you're stuck to the hive, you're not, you still have lots of stick left to stick the daisies to the card. Just a minute here. I'm having some motor skill issues today, apparently. I can't pick up my, there we go. I can usually have no problem picking them up. Okay, and then this other little dude, we want it to stick out the corner, but we also want room for the bee. So, oh yeah, see, that works. I'm going to drop this one. Oh, this 3D look is just fabulous. I got to pop this up a little bit or it's not going to hit any dimensionals. Plus I'm kind of made that a little fuzzy. There we go. And see my lips. It's a little higher than I wanted. There we are. That little where I smudged here with when I was stamping the hives. My leaf perfectly covers it. What do I do with my bee? There he is. So yeah, the bee's just going to sit here, and they say just put a glue dot, but it's going to overlap the flowers a little bit. So what I'm going to do, instead of trying to guess where to put it on the bee, I'm just going to put it right here. This, I did my testing again, and yes, I did grab a bit of the dimensional with the other one, but then my bee's also going to grab a little bit more. So I'm just going like this. Oh my goodness, look at this card. It's adorable. They're just adorable. They are adorable. Okay. I could sit and just like ooh and ah, but I figure I should hum along here a little bit better than I'm doing right now. Okay. Again, because I have a pretty good idea how most of these cards go together, but every now and again Stampin' Up! Surprises me, so I should really look. Okay, so I'm going to put this on those strips wherever I put them. Or I'm just going to use dimensionals if I can't figure it. Oh no, that's where I put them, right there. So I'm going to put this card on the strips. Now, I'm going to show you what Stampin' Up! Says. So they have one on the top here, one on the bottom, and one down the middle, which makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there's actually 3 extra strips on here. But waste not, want not. I'm going to grab my right scissors. You see on the edge here, we have all of this outline piece, right? Again, waste not, want not. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off. I'm going to cut this into, because I'm going to do this on 3 different cards. I'm going to cut this into the one edge. I will cut it into more as I go. And I'm just going to put a piece right here as close as I can get over here on the corner. Because if I just put on 3 sides, oops, this side's going to be saggy. And what do we say? Nobody likes a saggy card. So I'm going to put this down. And you're thinking, Tracy, you forgot the green circle. No, the green circle is smaller than this opening and it goes in. But in order to not have to fight to get it lined up properly, I'm going to put the outside on first and then set the thing in the middle. Because otherwise I'm just guessing where it goes. So, oops, I got my fingers right in the way. I went a little crooked because I'm trying to be on screen. I'm just going to pull it off screen so I can fix it. There we go. So I have my, as soon as I pull the, I'm zoomed in now, so I should be able to just stay that way. As soon as I pull the keyboard out, I move back, and then I forget I'm not on screen. Okay, so then we're putting glue dots, or in my case, seal because it's faster, on the back of this. There is no up or down or anything on this. I mean, well, it's mostly getting, if you had a preference for, I don't know, there's not really any. And then you can put it in here and you can see the outline. You should have, there you go, just kind of center it in the opening. You should have a fairly even border around it. And then, okay, so then it's showing us, what did I do with my dimensionals? To put dimensionals on the flowers, and we're going to use a glue dot on the leaf though. And it shows 1, but I like 2. 1 makes things flip around, so if this flower is too small, it won't fit 2, but this one's a bit bigger. I can put 2 on there. And then just grab my glue dots from here. Again, it's all about speed at this point. 1, because I'm going to do 3 videos this week, and I realize you only have so much time to watch me do videos, but I could futz and play all day long with these little things, but you guys might be busier and just want to get to the point and see what the cards look like. So yes, we have dimensionals on the flowers, but we have a glue dot on the leaf because the flowers are going into the middle here. Oops, I got my leaf stuck. There we go. So they need dimensionals because this is depressed. But this is level now, so this is why it's a glue dot, is because this is, oh my goodness, look at that. So because I made my card crooked and I pulled on it to fix it, I somehow have just twisted it a little bit. So because those are dimensionals, just gonna tempt fate a little bit. There we go. Make it lay flat again. Oh my god, this card isn't even finished and it looks amazing. So the same as this, our little bumblebee this time is also gonna just get glue, or glue dots, I mean. I guess if you wanted to, you could use white glue, that would also work. And again, it shows one, but I'm putting two. And because the bee is not huge, my glue dots are gonna be overlapped, but I still prefer that. Oops. Just trying to flip him over on my, so he's going over here. And so he gets glue dots because otherwise you're making your card like way too many layers. And then this is going to go down here with just a bit of texture and fun. And I need to stamp a sentiment. So this is supposed to say thank you for always being there for me. What is one of these? I think I missed this earlier. There's one here that says wishing you brighter days ahead. I love that. But I'm going with the birthday one because I still need birthday ones. So I've lost my ink pad. There it is. You were wondering why I was stalling. I wasn't stalling. I was looking for my ink pad. But these are such sweet cards that I just like the sweetest birthday wishes. That other one that just says happy birthday, I can use that on that one because it's a bit thinner. The label's a bit thinner. But yeah, it's just the perfect sentiment for this card. Oh, and you know what else I just realized? I'll do it on the next one. I still like to stamp my insides of my cards. I don't need to stamp the envelopes because the envelopes are beautiful. But I can do the other part. Sorry, I'm just... okay, there we go. Put 3 of these on. I'm putting these lower down because it's going to overlap. Actually, do I need to do that? No, because I'm putting... Oh yeah, no, because I'm going to put dimensionals on my... I'm doing it because this goes like this. Let's try that again. Oh, again, I did them backwards. It's a good thing dimensionals come up easily. You know what? I'm just having an upside down day, I guess. I need to put dimensionals on the top part of the label, not the bottom part. Did I do it backwards again? Yes, I did. I thought I flipped the label. On the top part of the label, because the label sits like this over top of this. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to. Oh well, that's fine. It sits over top of this so that the vellum is just kind of poking out. Now what you do want to do is you want to make sure when you put your glue dots or whatever on your vellum, you put it just on the top. Get that part right. Because the bottom is peeking out and because you can see adhesive through it. So I'm going to put... oops, I don't want to cover up too much of the hive. I'll cover up more of the stem instead. So I'm going to put it like that. And then because I can't do what I was going to do with this, I'll actually put a couple on here so it's not rocking all the time. Overkill, 5 of them on here? Absolutely. But that's because I wasn't paying attention and screwed up. I should have dry fit it first. I always tell you guys to do the dry fit. That's how you avoid wasting your dimensionals and making mistakes. Because not only is there 5 dimensionals on this one label, which I again realize is off screen, but there's the 3 that I threw away because I put them on the wrong side of it. But yeah, we want to do... Oops, I can't see. There we go. Oh, look at this card. Oh, and you know what? Oh no, they did put dimensionals on. So this card is a little bit thicker, but that's okay because I mostly hand people cards instead of mailing them, but we'll see how that goes. Look at that card. Love that card. Okay, 3rd card. See, we're whipping along now. I have so much fun playing that I have to sometimes remember to be a little more efficient and not just like putz around playing, but actually move. Okay, so that one we're going to change once I figure out what I do with it. This one I'm going to put the happy birthday stamp on. And we are going to, how many of these do I have? 1 or 2? I have 2. Where's the other one? Buried. There we go. I got 2 of the hives. I've got 1 bee. I've got these guys. Make sure the cards open the right way. these guys are getting dimensionals on the backs of all of these. And the biggest flower, the biggest two flowers, I guess, there's two of them, are the ones that the hives are going to attach to. Yeah, this card is, you could tell just like somebody posted a picture of it to say they had got their kit, and they were in the States, and some places in the States get their kits super fast. So I never really thought anything of it, but I had seen, because I was scoping out the onstage stuff, because the onstage for demos was this week, and so people were showing sneak peeks of stuff. And even though I get to, as a demo, see the catalog this afternoon, I'm still very impatient. So I was like scoping it out to see what other people were sharing and get a look at things. But yeah, somebody had posted their paper pumpkin, and so yeah, I was like, whatever. The States, they get theirs fast sometimes. Was totally surprised by mine. But even just seeing the picture that somebody showed of this card, I could tell how 3D and beautiful, and oh, just cannot wait to see it. Okay, so this one we're putting a couple in there and a couple in there. Look at me, I'm actually on screen this time. Okay, so we're basically just putting the flowers. I was going to say we're putting them over top of the ones that match. They don't exactly match though, but you can. I don't know if you look at this. The center of the flower is kind of like an upward cone, so you can sort of see where they go. So these two big ones, I think, did I put on the wrong flower? I did. This one is actually the one, because I'm like, this flower does not match. This flower goes here. that's what was throwing me off. So you can match up the die cuts underneath. So it's actually this flower. This flower here in the corner is the other one that the... Do I have one or two? I have two. There we go. Okay, so it's this flower and this flower. Sorry, I went off screen again. These two flowers are the ones that the hives go behind, according to their picture. And the flowers do match, so you just got to make sure you get the right... I thought it was the two biggest ones, but looking at it now, I can see that is not correct. Because when you go to look at them and you go to put it over top, you can tell it's not the right flower. Because these ones, it's the same if you stamp an image and then you cut it, you stamp a second one to cut out over top, because you can see parts of it, like from an angle, you can see parts of it underneath, and it totally gives the 3D look. So I'm going to work my way from the top down on these. And I'm just popping up my flowers on my dimensionals as I go. This card is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous is what it is. Gorgeous. And then this one. So yeah, I don't know if you guys got the thing, or I know I've got a bunch of Paper Pumpkin subscribers, but those of you who didn't, ooh, this was the one to get. Like I said, I do have one extra one. And so yeah, first come first serve. But if I get more people wanting them than just the one, I will just kind of keep an eye out, because somebody else might be posting that they have extras or something. I sometimes I order extras when I know something's going to be awesome, but I have so many kits now, and sometimes it backfires on me. So I've decided that I just can't do that anymore. I have to get just what I want, and then trust that everybody else will listen to me when I say, if you want one, you have to tell me. Because yeah, I'm swimming in kits some days. Okay, I just need this for 1 second, because I haven't used this stamp before, so I want to do my squish method. Push and turn, squish it on. And the reason I ink it up first is because it spins better, and it just helps to condition the stamp. Oh, I love the font on this little, such a simple little happy birthday. Just love it. Love it. Okay, and then again, put your ink pad away, because you know me, I will stick my finger in it every time. So this one goes in the middle here, and it says to put it on glue dots, but hey, I'm a rebel. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals. And so I told you I waste not, want not, right? So this is just my own little pack that I had already started. So these are all the mini dimensionals, and this is actually starts as a bigger sheet. But you can see as soon as I start using it, I cut the edges. And in this case, I cut the edges into like little bits and pieces. And so I get these kind of long, skinny dimensionals. And you could do that even on the little packs that come in here. Where's the one that came with this one? So it's a smaller one to start with, but you see this, let's see if I can bend it the right way. You see you get this edge piece, right? That's all one big long piece. I just cut it, and then I get long skinny ones. Because like I said, I like to do what I want, so I'm doing what I want. So yeah, I just put 2 of the skinny ones here so I can make sure they're in between the flowers, and then I'm just going to lay this over top. Look at that. So where do they tell me? And then they tell me that the bee goes down here. But guess what? I'm not going to listen for that either. And I'm going to put a couple little glue dots. I do need glue dots though, because all the flowers are popped up. So I pop up the bee. That's too much height on the card. Oh, I would put dimensionals. I mean, on every layer. But I'm going to put this little bee right on the edge of the label, just because there's a lot of white there with the label, and I think that's cuter. Oh, look at this card. It is gorgeous. Look at the dimension. Anyways, that is the March Paper Pumpkin. And oh, you know what else I said I was going to do? I'm going to stamp little hives on the inside of my cards. Again, what do I keep doing with my ink? Seriously. Get my stamp back. And it's, I mean, you know what? I changed my mind. I am going to, actually, I didn't change my mind. I'm going to do this, because I want to just put like a little hive in the corner, just so the inside's got a little something to look at as well. And then I'm just going to, because I have no idea what's going to happen, and I'm going to do them in different colors, just so I can show you. Sorry, I have so many blocks. Sorry, impromptu. I'm going to show you, just got to find them all, how this bee goes together. I should have stuck with the original block to begin with. The wingspan is a little bit bigger. Because I am also curious about one thing. I don't think these fit together, but I'm not sure if this is like stamp one alone. I'm going to stamp them in different colors just so you can see all the different pieces. I'm going to start with a lighter color, and I'm going to go with black and yellow because, hey, it's a bee. Okay. It's experiment time. Okay, that we're going to start with a clean piece of paper. Now, maybe it would be a nice idea to actually have something to stamp onto. Here we go. I got little cardstocks in the back. Okay, so if you were stamping just the bee that comes with it, and I'm going to do one. Oh no, he's pretty solid. Okay, so if you're using the big one that comes in the kit, right? He stamps like this. Lost Lagoon. I was curious to see if you. That's how I'm cleaning it. I just realized now, because I wasn't actually planning on doing that, that I don't actually have anything wet in here. But my question was, if I stamped it in this nice light gray, I love smoky slate. So I wiped this off as best I could. And then I stamp it up a couple times and do that, just to make sure I'm not getting cross-contamination. But I'm going to stamp this in gray, because it's lighter. And you'll see why in a minute. We'll just keep stacking up the things. So then, nope, that's upside down, isn't it? Nope, that's this way. Huh. So if you stamp this one alone, I don't actually know the answer, folks. Let me just tell you that. Aha, I figured it out though. Okay, I'm trying to match this up because I think I think you can stamp over top of the bee. Okay, I'm gonna do it on this one. Okay, I figured it out. But I was trying to match up the dark spots, and as it turns out, what you're matching up is the light spots. I think. Yes. this is what I figured out. That's where the stripes go. And then, I don't want to do that in. So what I figured out is what I need to do. Look at how much time I'm saving you because I'm figuring it out as I go. So I did gray because it was lighter. But I think what I want to do, and actually I'm just going to try to, sorry, I have a rogue hair that is on my stamp. I do not like that. Ta-da! Stamp the second one later. Right? The black, the little thing makes the black stripes. So we make the bee in yellow. So we get yellow legs, yellow everything. And then I'm going to go back and use my Lost Lagoon that came with it. And I'll be honest, normally I would go with Pool Party. But because Lost Lagoon is in the kit, I'm going to use Lost Lagoon. And normally I would stamp off once too. Oh yeah, that's way too dark. Okay, so let's do it this way. Well, I'll just show you what I ended up with. The Lost Lagoon is way too dark like that though, because I made it darker than what I could see. Okay, so having done some trial and error, let me move this out of the way. So you do use all three of these together. So what we want to do, I'm just going to turn it this way. So there we go. So we want a yellow body, right? Yellow body. We want to take our little black guy and fill in the holes that are white. Try not to get my head too much in the way. So, oh my God, I actually got